authorities on the island of Cebu have issued a red alert for an indefinite period. Whether you are a resident, tourist, or worker, we ask you to listen carefully to this audio-video message. The authorities on the island of Cebu have issued a red alert for an indefinite period. Whether you are a resident, tourist, or worker, we ask you to listen carefully to this audio-video message. The island of Cebu is currently closed to all new arrivals, and it is strictly forbidden to leave. The National Police have put this measure in place for the next 24 hours in order to capture anyone connected with the tragic events of last night. Any boat of any size attempting to leave the island will be apprehended, and all occupants will face severe punishment. This also applies to all flights. Mactan Cebu International Airport has been grounded for the 24-hour period. An unusual number of attackers savagely targeted pregnant women in Danau City, City of Naga, Talisi, and Toledo City. All the victims were asleep in their homes when witnesses observed a cloud of bat-like creatures with human physiognomy heading straight for their homes, smashing windows, and trying to ram their fangs into their stomachs. More than half of their 166 victims lost significant amounts of blood. This unprecedented situation has prompted the various authorities to take drastic measures to get to grips with the criminals. All these attacks took place at roughly the same time and were carried out in the same way, suggesting that they are linked to a single criminal organization. The authorities have set up a security zone at Cebu Velez General Hospital for all pregnant women leaving on the island. Doctors will be on hand to take care of you. Please bring your personal belongings with you for a few days' stay. Food will be served 3 times a day, so there's no need to bring your own. Rest assured that additional protection has been added to all windows and that there will be an increased police presence around the perimeter of the building. Every visitor will be searched and checked several times before gaining access to the hospital. This measure is applicable and will be offered to all pregnant women present on the island of Cebu, even those of foreign nationality. No fee will be charged. It is difficult at this point to know whether the attackers are of human or animal origin. We have created a descriptive profile based on the testimonies of over 80 people who witnessed what happened. These descriptions may change over time as the investigation progresses. It should be noted that since these events occurred late at night, it is also difficult to have a precise description. Here's what we know so far. These creatures have a body resembling the torso of a female human, including the head and wings similar to those of a bat. Once fully spread in flight, they have a wingspan of over 8 meters wide. The lower portion of their bodies appears to have been severed as some organs are hanging. These flying creatures emit a tick-tick-tick-tick noise until the moment they shatter the window to reach their victim. At that moment, they emit a shrill noise resembling a human scream. We believe that these gestures are premeditated and prepared well in advance. The attackers knew where to find their victims and waited until they were in a vulnerable position to act. Call 911 if you feel you are in immediate danger. We invite you to visit your local police station if you have any information that may be helpful to the investigation. We thank you for your time and assure you that your safety is our highest priority. Listen carefully to this message. Important developments have been made in the last few hours regarding the critical situation in which the island of Cebu finds itself. Last night at around 3 a.m., more than 200 flying creatures stormed the Cebu Velez General Hospital and tried to enter through windows and air ducts. Although police teams did their best to keep them away, some managed to reach the women's rooms who had taken refuge in the building. The Philippine Army was dispatched as reinforcements and took over from the local police to maintain order. Precise rules have been put in place and will come into force at noon today. These rules are non-negotiable and must be applied to the letter. Please take note of them. All pregnant women currently on the island of Cebu will be evacuated by 8 o'clock this evening. This is not a suggestion but an obligation. If you do not do so voluntarily, we will take you away by force. Clearly, marked buses will pass along the boulevards of the island's major cities to pick you up. You can also go to the nearest town hall and wait for the bus to pass by. All passengers will be transferred to the port of Cebu in army boats bound for the island of Bohol, where no attacks have taken place. Experts have made the link between these creatures and the legends surrounding the Manananggal. This lead was confirmed when several calls to the police were made in relation to lower body parts found at the exit of several caves on the island. Shortly afterwards, several of the creatures were reunited with their missing parts. Here is the list of caves where this phenomenon has been observed. If you think you have seen something similar near a cave, please alert the local authorities immediately with the exact coordinates of the location. At present, only the Satuhan Cave, Kamangon Cave, and Busai Cave are on the list. The following tips have not been scientifically proven, but we'd like to share them with you to maximize our chances of putting an end to this situation. If you find a lower body that appears to have been severed, remain calm and proceed as follows. Draw the attention of any bystanders around you. Give the order to call the authorities. If you have any form of salt or garlic nearby, start applying it to the severed part of the lower body. If you don't have access to these ingredients, wait for the police to come and apply them. For each lower body part found, you will receive a reward of 200,000 Philippine pesos. If you are found trying to hide a lower body, you will be liable to a penalty of up to life imprisonment. Don't try to neutralize these flying creatures on your own. Many attempts have already been made by highly qualified authorities without success. The use of firearms, explosive or sharp objects has no perceptible effect on them. In response to this unprecedented situation, we have taken the following measures. Increased surveillance. We have deployed additional resources to monitor and track the movements of the flying criminals. Our experts are actively studying their behavior and patterns to develop effective strategies for safeguarding our island. We are working with the Philippine Air Force to locate the enemy in mid-air so we have better control of the situation. Expert consultation. We are collaborating with renowned experts in the field of Aswang and supernatural phenomena to gain insights and devise strategies that are specific to our unique situation. Rest assured, we are leaving no stone unturned in our efforts to address this issue effectively. All citizens will be strongly encouraged to carry garlic cloves on their person at all times, regardless of the time of day. To support this initiative, the Cebu provincial government will establish garlic distribution centers across the island. Citizens can visit these centers and collect their daily supply of garlic cloves free of charge. We understand that carrying garlic everywhere might be inconvenient. Additionally, public spaces, including parks, schools, and government buildings, will be equipped with garlic stations where citizens can refill their garlic supply if they run out during the day. These stations will resemble traditional water coolers but instead dispense freshly peeled garlic cloves. To further reinforce the effectiveness of garlic, the government will launch a public awareness campaign promoting the consumption of garlic-rich meals, encouraging citizens to incorporate garlic into their daily diet. Culinary competitions will be organized to showcase creative and delicious recipes that feature garlic as the star ingredient. While we acknowledge the absurdity of this measure, we believe that in times of extraordinary circumstances, exploring unconventional options can foster community engagement and resilience. It's important to remember that rumors and misinformation can easily spread during times like these. We urge you to rely on official government announcements, updates, and guidance for accurate information. We understand that this is a challenging time, but we firmly believe that by staying united and informed, we can overcome this extraordinary situation. We are committed to working tirelessly to protect our citizens and restore a sense of safety and normalcy to our beautiful island. Stay vigilant, stay united, and together we shall overcome.